Your brain is a Netflix server. Reality is too big to stream raw, so it compresses everything into stories. Every belief, every "this is who I am" statement, it's a zip file of your experiences. When you zoom into the details, you're poking around inside the zip file, looking at the bytes. When you zoom out big picture, you're seeing the folder structure. When you force someone or yourself to zoom in and out rapidly, like a camera lens racking focus, their mental map glitches. The old patterns loosen. Neural networks destabilize. New connections are born. This is literally what therapists do. Hypnotists and good storytellers. Destabilize, reorganize, upgrade. It's like shaking a snow globe so the flakes resettle into a new pattern. You already do this. Remember as a child, when you first realized Santa wasn't real. That moment you zoomed out. Wait, this story doesn't match reality. It destabilized your neural network. Boom, reorganization. When you argue with someone and they suddenly ask you a question that makes you stop mid-rant. Wait, am I sure about that? That's a pattern interrupt. Marketers do it when they say, "You think you're buying a car, you're buying freedom." Zoom out, reframe, install a new story. You're already a hypnotist without realizing it. Every time you say, "Look at it this way," or "But have you thought about?" you're running a pattern interrupt. So how do you do it on command? Chunk up, go big picture. Ask, for what purpose? What's the larger meaning? Chunk down, go micro. Ask, how specifically? What exactly happens first? Do it back and forth until the other person's mental map hiccups. The criterion values. Find their buttons. Ask, what's important about that? Keep asking until you hit a core value. Freedom, safety, love, respect. Now you've got the steering wheel of their nervous system. Pace, agree with it. Then lead. Link that value to your outcome. For example, they want security. You say, exactly. And the best security comes from learning this skill. You've now linked your idea to their value. Story reframing. Tell a metaphor that parallels their situation but ends differently. Their unconscious mind will rewrite their own story to match. Example. It's like a snake shedding its skin. It looks vulnerable, but that's how it grows. Right now, you're just in the shedding phase. Boom, you've reframed their fear as growth. Why does this work? Neurons that fire together wire together. When you destabilize a network by zooming in, zooming out, reframing metaphors, the old connections loosen. That's called memory reconsolidation. While destabilized, you can now inject new meaning. The brain rewires. It's like catching wet cement before it hardens. If you don't do this, your brain calcifies like old plumbing. Beliefs become rusted pipes. Water, energy, barely flows. But if you do this, you stay plastic, adaptable, alive. So why do people fear doing this? Because destabilizing someone's belief feels like pulling the floor out from under them. You're scared they'll hate you or freak out. But here's the thing. The floor you're pulling away, it's already rotting. You're handing them a foundation made of steel. Karma-wise, if you refuse to interrupt harmful patterns, you tactically support them. You become an accomplice to stagnation. If you lovingly, but firmly glitch their mental map, you become the catalyst for their next level. Stop coddling your own bullshit. Step into the arena. Upgrade or be upgraded. The patterns that drain you and need interruption. The I'm not enough loop. The people will reject me if I change loop. The this is just who I am loop. The I'll start later loop. All of these, they're just compressed stories, old zip files. When you chunk up, what's the bigger purpose? Or chunk down, specifically, how do you know you're not enough? The story destabilizes. Now you can write a new one. I'm evolving, I'm learning, I'm testing new things. So now, as you're hearing this, notice how your mind naturally zooms in and out. How it's already loosening the old stories. How it begins to reorganize itself into stronger, freer, truer patterns. You can remember times you've reframed pain into purpose. You can imagine future moments where you do this faster, easier, effortlessly. You can let your unconscious mind now take the skill and run it automatically. So every conversation, every thought becomes an opportunity to upgrade stories, yours and others. And as you feel that recognition, notice how part of you already knows how powerful you are at pacing and leading, and how natural it feels now to use metaphors, zooming, reframing, like breathing, like blinking, until it's simply who you are. Follow this. You become a living glitch in the matrix, a compassionate saboteur of stale stories. People will feel it. They'll reorganize just by being around you. Ignore it, you'll stay stuck inside your own zip files, repeating loops until the day you die. But you're already shifting right now. Your unconscious is absorbing this. Your future self is smiling at you, because they're already living it. The brain uses stories to compress reality. When you make people zoom in and out, they're mental map glitches. Neurologically, you destabilize old neural networks so they can reorganize. This isn't just a technique, it's a fucking superpower. Use it, practice it, live it. It's the difference between staying a prisoner of your mind's stories or becoming the author. And now, as you sit here, your unconscious can go ahead and install this belief, like an update, like a new operating system. So you naturally, easily and effortlessly chunk up, chunk down, elicit values, pace and lead, reframe, destabilize and upgrade. Welcome to the next level.